Hi guys, it's M here. Now, today I want to talk about something that was sent to me in Telegram. Now, this was pure disinformation, and usually when this sort of stuff is sent to me, I usually just give my quick analysis and say I'm not going to report on that. This is pure bull, you know. However, with this one, there's a bit of a difference, and the reason being is that it's regarding executions, which usually when I get sent these execution lists that the military have put out, I'm just like, this is nonsense. They've even got spelling mistakes in it. The military haven't written this. However, this one is regarding Robert David Steele being executed. I'm showing these bits of disinformation and reporting them only because they've commented on them, and what they've done is they are making a mockery of it. But not only that, they are doing this as if, they're putting all of these people that are criticising them under an umbrella of trolling, right? And they're looking at these videos and going, how ridiculous is this? As well as some other claims that have come, which are also have been disproven by myself, in fact. So the reason I'm putting this forward is because I believe that quite possibly they've done this themselves, that they've got these accounts which have hardly any subscribers to put out these videos, which have caused a big storm. Now, I'm going to show the original video that I was sent, not the original video that was put out. This is a lady that's reviewing this, and the reason I'm doing this is to show you guys just how these videos can spread around and how people can put them out and say, well, I think this could be true, even though I could tell on first sight that it's absolute disinformation. So let's have a look at that clip.
This has come to me, and I haven't heard anything about it. Patriots, I have not did any research at all on this. This was in my inbox, and I'm going to post it for just one reason. Just because.
So I won't name her name, but I think this has come from a YouTuber that has more subscribers than me. She's got a lot of people that rely on her, and what she says is, I wouldn't put out this information and I wouldn't talk about it. And to be fair, she doesn't really give too much opinions, but she does give opinions. Because I've done no research on it, I wouldn't put this out. However, I feel it may be true, and she said I'm going to put this out for one reason and one reason only. Just because. So that goes to show this is someone with almost twice the following of me, and she's putting it out. People trust her word, and she's saying, well, I don't want to comment on it because I've not done the research and I don't know if it's true. It could be true or not, but I'm going to put it out for one just because. And that is how easily these things can spread around. Now, none of this discredits anything that I've put out, because anything that I've put out is it's not trolling. They might call it trolling. It's not. It is literally showing what these people are saying, and in this case, Charlie Ward. It's literally showing you his own words and me asking questions, which a lot of people are doing now. A lot of people are wising up to this, so they're asking valid questions based on things that he has said, and also hard evidence which you've come across. So that just to illustrate this, that this YouTuber has put this out, and she's not even sure, but she says I'm not going to give an opinion. However, I feel it could be true. So that's why I wanted to show this version of the video.
That's it. No other reason. I didn't do it, and I don't do stuff like that. I like to, when I get my mouth running, I like to know what I'm saying, and like to know that it's true before I even go back to back. But one, I ain't gonna be doing no talking about this because I don't have any information on it. However, I do have my thoughts and my reasons why this could be true. So I'm going to go ahead and post it. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying that it's not. What I am saying is I have my own whatever to go on to believe that this could possibly be true.
Shadow Super Intel Report 12 of the 4th, 2021. Robert David Steele was executed by White Hat Navy SEALs on the 10th of April 2021. Trump ordered Steele's execution after he received secret intel Steele had been selling Earth Alliance secrets to Biden and the cabal. Steele was also trying to set up Q for assassination. White hats found Ceres Foundation paychecks stuffed in the pockets of Steele's trousers. Also secret documents from the cabal instructing Steele how to delay Nizara. Steele's white hat execution team was led by Charlie Ward. Trump will make Charlie Ward Pentagon Chief of Staff when he arrives back in the White House at the end of April.
So much that I can say to this, but I won't, because I haven't did my research. And one thing about me, I like to be fully and complete. So we'll see what's going on with this, but I know that it was a good find.
So even in this video, it's saying that Charlie Ward ordered the execution of Robert David Steele, and that he is going to go to the White House and be promoted to Chief of Staff, etc. So even, so if they are getting people to put out this information to then mock it, they're even adding in there that Charlie's going to get a promotion. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Anyone with 2 brain cells can see that this is ridiculous. But let's see what Charlie Ward and Robert David Steele, they make a meal of it, and they're right to. However, they use this as a way to try and make an umbrella of all these trolls are putting out all of this false information. I've never put out anything like this. I've literally put out reasonable questions. The 30 reasons, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. It is literally him talking in his own words and hard evidence that I put forward, and me asking honest questions. So, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to put people like me, people like the Griftbusters, all into this one pot of these trolls. So people go, oh, you know what? Oh, he's right. M must be pushing disinformation too. This is ridiculous. And I'm sure that M's is. I won't watch it because I won't bother, because I love Charlie Ward.
Okay,
Yep, you
I'm recording.
Perfect.
Charlie, I want to congratulate you on your execution of Robert David Steele. This is not easy to do. How did you do it?
Well, it was difficult because President Trump was on the 17th at the time. So, yeah, the stuff that they make up. I heard that Bill Clinton was at my wedding the other day on Epstein Island. Well, we actually got married at Sandy Lane in Barbados, and the person they pointed out was one of my best friends, Simon Bold.
So here you've got Charlie Ward talking about disinformation about him. This is actual stuff that people have put out there, which I have researched and then admitted myself that is disinformation. So starting off with the Clinton Foundation, lots of people were putting back a few months back were putting out that he's linked to the Clinton Foundation, and here's the evidence. What I did was I reviewed that evidence and I seemingly debunked it because I couldn't find any links. The links that people were making were all false information. So I reported on this, and this got Charlie Ward's attention. That's how I ended up having an interview with him. He thanked me. He said, "Thank you for putting that straight. And tell your guy or all your followers about my Insiders Club." I was like, "Well, hang on a minute. You can come on my show. We'll talk about the fact that I've debunked this. You can talk about your Insiders Club, and I'll talk to you about some other things." And that's how we ended up having an interview. Now, also, these reports of he got married on Epstein Island, he's right to say that he wasn't. So these are facts, but the thing is people have spun, misinformation. Not me. No, I went in there and I debunked this whole Clinton Foundation thing. I am about the truth, regardless of whether it works, in the favour of what I'm trying to get across. I don't have an agenda. My agenda is truth. And that's what I did. And that's why I threw Charlie a bone. Look, as far as I can see, you're not linked to the Clinton Foundation. And I'm not going to start shouting out that you are, because I will just be a shill like the rest of you, basically.
It was nothing to do with the Clinton, but they've got nothing better to do. So to come up with the fact that I'd executed you, that just made me laugh.
Well, Charlie, I want you to know you're a good man, and if anybody were to ever to execute me, I would be honored to die by your hand. Now, when you're chief of staff of the White House, do you become an American citizen like Simon Parks, or do we just give you like a colonial exemption?
All I know is that they're watching everything that we do, and they're very grateful for us getting the truth out there.
Who are watching everything that you do, Charlie? And you're just, again, it is saying this. People are saying, oh, yeah, They are watching everything he does, and it's like when he said, well, I was on the phone to Q the other day, and they said I'm doing a great job, and they really enjoy my work, and they like what I'm doing. And then when they questioned about it, oh no, it wasn't QQ. I wasn't trying to be misleading. It was the QFSQ. It was a different Q. So yeah, I mean, come on, can you believe this guy?
We're living in a world full of deception and lies from mainstream media, from governments, and from trolls.
There you go. He's saying that all of this disinformation and stuff is coming from the government, mainstream media, and trolls, and he's trying to use that as an umbrella term. Anyone that's criticising anything that's very questionable about me are trolls, and they are the sort of people that put out this nonsense. Can you see where I'm going with they might have planned this?
And the truth community, of which you're a very, very important part, we've all stuck together, and it's very, very interesting how desperate they've become. I struggle to sort of to even kill insects, let alone think about killing a human being. It's not in my DNA. The only way I'd ever kill somebody is by loving them to death.
Oh, Charlie, I'm ready to die.
I've got two choices. I can block you on social media, or I can send somebody around your house to shut you up. And I thought that was a nice way of doing things. Well, I mean, I would. I'm publishing their addresses. You what? And will you? Like, what? Who knows? Somebody might.
Somebody might.
Yeah. Just knocks up at their door. I mean, just to introduce them to the fear of God.
But I found it so funny because you're the person that's from the background of the CIA, who would probably know exactly what to do, or know the right people to kill people. But I'm not in that world.
Charlie, I'm not so sure that you're not in that world, and I'm not so sure that RDS is actually your handler, to be fair. However, yes, you're right. If he is ex-CIA, he would know how to kill someone. And I'm sure he would also be very aware of how to spin a psyop, how to manipulate the thoughts of the masses. And, I think... I am sure this is what they're trying to do here. You guys can let me know what you think, but I'm pretty sure that they planned the whole thing. Not that it takes away anything from any of the research I've got, but they're trying to just, this M guy, let's just try and push him into the misinformation category with the rest of the trolls, huh?
Now, let me say something nice about you, Charlie, because you're right. They are trying to divide and conquer. I've received a number of emails from people that have been very hateful toward you personally, toward Simon Parks and others, and I have always stood up for you. So let me just say to you, Charlie Ward, there is no separation between you and me. God bless you, sir.
Kirsten W. I was talking to today, she basically sent me an email. She had shared the video on YouTube, 30 Reasons Why I Don't Trust Charlie Ward, which I told her about. And she shared that with Robert David Steele. And he attacked her for even sharing information that could be negative about Charlie Ward publicly. And no. And I've just basically told you guys to keep an eye out. But that's a good video to watch, even if you challenge the person who's putting the video out. 30 Reasons Why I Don't Trust Charlie Ward. And I only needed one last summer. And which was this is not about challenging other truthers. This is about holding truthers to a higher standard. This is about holding people that are absolutely seeking truth to not just suck up to somebody because they have the numbers and because they want to help build their business. There you go. You're either a part of the truth or you're a part of the lie. And if you're not challenging me, if you're not challenging what you hear, and if you're not doing your own due diligence, like Todd said, you can just be, you could just be a victim to a charlatan. It was nasty. It was really nasty. And and it told me that there's something there. It was the kind of reaction that told me there's something there.
The jealousy that's come out from the trolls is bitterness and hatred that is eating them up because they're being exposed.
Who's being exposed, Charlie? Who is being exposed? Jealousy and bitterness? Charlie, when have I ever asked for any donations? What have I got to be jealous about? I do this in my spare time to help people. There is absolutely no gain from me doing this, except from I enjoy helping people. And so you know, the whole jealousy and bitterness, I mean, it could apply to some people speaking out against you, I guess. But the, you know, 30 reasons, you know, that was me. What have I got to be jealous about? I love my life. I've got a happy life, and you know, I've got nothing to gripe about. And you know, if I really was that jealous and bitter, you know, I'd be selling things like you. I would be making profits off of promoting gold sales, you know, free silver coins. I would be starting my own platform. I'd be asking for money to join my insider club where I could give this information, but you know, I give it for free, all of it for free. There's nothing for me to be jealous of you about. I'm just simply concerned about all the people that you're misleading, and I will show them all. I will show them all.
One thing that I will point out is that two of the trolls that we've found out are involved in paedophilia. So they've been protecting, they actually work within the police force, and they have been protecting or being told to protect these people from being exposed. So they don't like us exposing them. So if you're in the same bed as them, you won't like us either. Because both Robert David Steele and myself, Robert more than me, are determined to rid the world of these paedophiles and child trafficking groups.
A whole load of buzzwords here for, you know, his fans, his indoctrinated, you know, listeners, to feel, you know, the paedophilia, the police force, you know, all of these kind of buzzwords, and he throws them out a lot. You know, the amount he's thrown out on me, ex-policeman, disgraced, MI5, MI6, the list is endless, until the point is, I'll send the lawyers round, I'll send the boys round, we're going to turn up his doorstep, put the fear of God in him, you know, buzzwords. Guys, trust me, you know, I know all this information. My next secret intel is that M is a shill. No, you're the shill, Charlie.
You know,
Robert has been on a mission for a long time about this.
When I very first saw you, Charlie, I swore I knew you. And then I heard you talk. And I swear to you, I've met you before on a private plane. Going to one, I wish I had a map right here with me. Hold on. Did Sabrina just say she recognises and remembers Charlie Ward from the private jet from when she was trafficked as a child? There's an island that's down. Did you go to many islands?
I went to islands, but they were in the Far East rather than the Caribbean side.
I went to them all over the world. Is there one right off of Japan? Not like Okinawa, but like if you went further out just a little bit.
There's quite a few islands there, but I've never been to those ones.
You've never been to those, Kate? Because that's where I keep thinking. But anyway, like I could be wrong, but I swear. But anyway.
And a lot of the girls would say to me, Charlie, get me on top of the pops. And I could take probably 5 or 10 girls on a week. I said, well, I'll take you on, but you'll end up having to shag with the bloke that, if you know, he'll probably want to shag. Because a lot of these girls were young girls, you know.
It's like they're hiding in plain sight.
But we're living in an amazing time, and you're absolutely right. They are desperate to divide us, and they'll do anything they possibly can to try and create division. But as long as we stay strong, this is what the team at the summer White House would want us to do.
I'm not doing everything I possibly can to divide you all. I'm just speaking truth, and it's hurting you. you say, as long as the team stays strong. What do you mean? As long as your secondary mainstream media circuit, you know, the circus you've got going on, as long as they all don't start breaking away and not having your back after realising stuff about you, then you'll be okay. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well,
Yeah.
Charlie, I continue to watch you and admire you, and I want to thank you for doing this short. As someone once said, the reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated.
Yeah. And you're not CGI, and you're not a clone, are you?
Oh, I don't think so, Charlie. Can they do stuff like
Exactly.
this in CGI?
Exactly.
So these YouTube channels that have been putting out these things, you know, they one of them had, the first one that I'd seen had 77 subscribers. The next one, 450 odd subscribers. These are relatively unknown channels. I say relatively, they are unknown channels. So you've got to wonder, this is why I wonder, you know, this information's come from these channels that have no subscribers basically, and this information is spread like wildfire. It seems to me like the hallmarks of a, you know, an intentional psyop, and that's why I put it like that. So there is a guy called Jordan Sather who is in the truther community, and he has been calling out certain personalities just like myself for being shills. So he got, you know, he just, again, he just asked questions that need to be asked, that anyone with any sense or logic would go, you know what, they're valid questions, let's get some answers. He got viciously attacked by this circuit, in this circle of truthers, and you know, so he's been under fire just for asking questions, you know. So I have to give him props for you know, actually speaking up. People are too scared to lose their popularity to speak up about these people. You know, I didn't really have a popularity in the first place. Not that I would care if I did. I would speak the truth because I am MC for a truth. So Jordan Sather, yeah, he's been being attacked recently, and suddenly he's ended up in these videos. Take a look.
Shadow Super Intel report. Jordan Sather was executed by White Hat Navy SEALs on the 12th of April. According to a source very close to Q, Sather was selling White Hat secrets to the cabal. Sather tried to have Charlie Ward and 107 assassinated, using intel he received from the deceased Robert David Steele. White Hats shot Sather in self-defense as he tried to fire at them, screaming out loud that he was better than them and better than Q.
Right, this is like the most ridiculous part yet. Can you imagine Jordan Sather, you know, in a gunfight, and he's like, I'm better than you, I'm better than Q.
Trump was informed this morning, and White Hats are implementing a root and branch takedown of all traitors posing as patriots. Q is now under the protection of the Earth Alliance, as Sather and Robert David Steele were leading the cabal attempt to assassinate Q.
Okay, guys, so what do you think about these dodgy videos? You know, like I said, I think that it's quite possible that they were put there on purpose. If they were not, and they were people mucking around, like there has been lots of misinformation being put out in general. These people need to stop. You know, they're worse than these people that are grifting almost, because they are, you know, well, they're trying to grift. They're putting out this misinformation that's completely muddying the cause. You know, if people like myself are trying to get out the truth, you know, what we don't need is people trying to muddy the waters right now. So, guys, please stop sending out misinformation. You know, I believe this could possibly have been put forward on purpose by these guys themselves to try and create a narrative. However, it might just be people being silly. So please stop it either way. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments, and you know, follow us, guys, Grift Busters. We're busting some grifts. Check out, you know, Will from Cold Beer from Confessionals. Check out my man Justice. Check out Tony from the Veritas Machine. Guys, I hope you have a good day. Take care.